And welcome back to another video. You probably may know the growing pains of the engine of the Puretech, which Stellantis mount as standard on most of their models. I should say all their models just about. We're going from Fiat to Peugeot, Lancia, Opel, Citroen and so on. And even Alfa Romeo, the new Junior, which is destined to coming out. Obviously it's available in 3-cylinder, 4-cylinder version, and the first ones were so-called internal belt transmission. That means it was inside the engine, in that environment of the oil, high temperatures and stuff like that. And it seems to create much of a big problem with many these owners of these cars. It deteriorates before time, therefore it goes inside the oil filter, it clogs everything up and breaks the engine. The oil pump, insufficient oil pressure, and so on. It notoriously drinks a lot of oil, consumption of it, due to the poor quality of the rings around the pistons, which they tend to wear out a lot more fast than it was really designed to. This is typical of 3-cylinder engines. They wear out a lot more faster than your standard 4-cylinder. And they try to, resolve the problem with a 10-year guarantee. I think from 2024, it was replaced with a timing chain. Another disaster. Too slacky, too thin. The screw on the sprocket, it loosens pretty fast, which is attached to the camshaft, and that could create damage inside your car. It has the same issues as the belt version anyway. It needs constant maintenance, the vehicle, the engine I should say. And people are pretty angry because Stellantis at the beginning, they didn't give a shit. Many of these owners of Stellantis cars, customers, they gathered together and they done a class action against them, I think in France and in Spain. I heard Peugeot in Scotland are refunding the owners of the cars, Peugeot, with this Puretech engine inside. There are cases which the engine has to be replaced. It was beyond repair. A belt going before time, they say 120,000 kilometers, 100,000. You can even come up to cases of not even 48,000, even below low mileage. I don't know why Stellantis alias was FCA, the Fiat, under the Macron era. Why did you, bend the engine technology of the Fiat, which was known as Fire, which has been in production for many years, and it still had possibilities to evolve, and they just chose this shitty engine which is made in China as well, believe it or not, Dongfeng. Fiat has the engines made there. Now, I think 2019 is even made in Poland in the Fiat factory, Tiki, where the Fiat 500 comes from, and the first Pandas. And the thing is, having a Peugeot engine, whether it's an Opel, or a Fiat now for me, you know, it's absolutely insane, because you may use the platform of those vehicles, fair enough, but why you have to use those fucking engines? They're not reliable, and an absolute engineer disaster as well. And obviously this had sprung a bad name, the Stellantis, and brushing off this legacy is going to be very, very, very hard. And how are you going to convince someone to buy a pricey, unreliable piece of crap? You know, they are just ruining it on purpose, in my opinion. These CEOs, these big nose hooter managers, to just destroy it. Like I mentioned in the other video, the new CEO is going to scrap Lancia and Maserati. Unbelievable. These top managers, the people who work inside there at the high levels, I've got reason to believe they don't know what they're doing, are not even qualified for those jobs. You need people of talent in the engineering department and the managers department, because these days a good manager is the one who closes factories or transfer production or something overseas. No, this type of practice has to end. And if you can continue making shitty cars, we're talking all European Western brands, you're going to go out of business, because the punters will go for more cheaper cars. We've got the invasion of Chinese cars, which are pretty good in quality, and seeing you do high mileage and afterwards you throw it away, it's good enough in that sense there, because you're not going to bother repairing it on a car which has 300,000 or 400,000 miles if you do a lot of mileage on it. It saves you spending 40, 50,000 an hour on a European model, which, regarding the level quality on Western cars, is just going down the bog.